Granddaddy P here. Hello again. Good to see you. Well, last night I dropped a quickie about the billionaire Taylor Swift. It turns out, I'm going to continue now, she's doing concerts. She's miming songs in the concerts. In other words, lip syncing in a live venue. And if she's not lip syncing or miming, she's using instant auto-tune, sending her music through a machine where it zaps her pitch right to the proper note. That's not live singing. That's corrected singing. And it turns out, we know this because, and I'm not just speculating here. There's a young gentleman, a rock and roller out there, calls himself Phil, F-I-L, and Wings of Pegasus. I'm not sure if that's his band or the name of his site. I've been there many times, but Phil of Wings of Pegasus, he calls himself. Well, he has the equipment. He has the audio equipment because he's a mixer. He has this stuff in his studio. He has the ability to listen to audio, to check out audio, and to see the lines where the music or the voice is being drawn to. And what auto-tune and pitch correction does is it snaps the audio of the voice to a perfect C flat, D, whatever it might be. That's what it does. So if she's high, it snaps it down. If she's low, it snaps it up. Gets it on a perfect pitch. Perfect pitch. That's what it's supposed to do. Now, what Phil did was he took a couple of concerts, a couple of different ones, and he wound up with the same song, I think, and he played them. What's the word you use? You take just the vocals. He isolated the vocals, where it was only the vocals, and he played them through the machine. And both vocals, in both 2 or 3 actually concerts of the same song, the vocals were exactly the same. That, friends, for a human being is impossible. We never, ever hit the exact tone and pitch every time. Taylor Swift can. I guess she's that good. No. She's miming. He caught her. She's miming. Then he went and said, well, maybe it's just a song. And sure enough, he picked some other songs. And he is very, very analytical. He doesn't use his opinion. He doesn't lie. Other songs, she does not mime. She sings. But the vocals on the spot are sent through a mechanical device that pitch corrects her singing on the spot. So what you have a billionaire doing so-called live concerts, making millions of dollars. She's a billionaire, making millions of dollars every time she hits the road. And what is she doing for a live audience in a live concert? She is miming. Sometimes she basically lip syncs an entire song. That's not live. That's cheating. Or she sends her voice through a contraption that snaps the pitch right to the proper line. In other words, Taylor Swift does not sing live, unedited, or unhelped, ever. I want you to think about that. Every song she sings is either mimed or pitch corrected in live concerts. I grew up in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 10s, 20s. I'm 68 years old, and I remember the best. I remember the rockers. I remember the rollers, the rock and rollers. I remember men and women who could sing live, unaided, day after day after day. But today's people, to include this billionaire, cannot do that. They need help. They either have to have a backing track to help them, or they have to mime the entire song, or they have to have machinery that corrects the pitch of their voice. All while supposedly being professional singers doing live shows. I call these people frauds. So I will come out and say it. I know she's a billionaire. She got a whole lot more money than I'll ever have in my life. Ever, ever, ever. But I will call it like I see it. Now we get off of facts and we go to opinion. In my opinion, Taylor Swift or any other vocal artist who does it this way is a fraud. It's a fraud. They're committing fraud against their audience, who thinks they're watching a live performance with their artist singing live to them. And that's not happening. That's not happening. And she's not the only one. She's probably the richest one, but she's not the only one. Others do it too. The Seraphim from Korea does it. I would venture that BTS does it. I don't want to go much further into that without more investigating, but I believe that. So, and you can tell. You can tell the ladies and the guys who can actually sing and those who don't. Because the first time they have to sing live unaided, you can see it and hear it right away. So yeah, that's my take. The billionaire babe is a fraud. Granddaddy P, signing out.